What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Diesel Dog Garage video, and for today I've got another boot review. I have finally hit 1 year stomping around in these Thorogoods, and I've been pretty excited to do a boot review on these things. I was actually gonna jump the gun and do like a 6 month because I was just excited about them, but I held out for a whole year, so it's actually been like a year and a month. I'm finally getting time to do this review on these things. So let's get into it. So first things first, if you're new to the channel, I am a medium heavy truck mechanic. I like to kind of tell you guys what my title is on these things because boots, they're all different styles and they all do different jobs kind of. And different guys in different trades like different types of boots. I would say you don't really see a lot of guys mechanic wise working in shops with this kind of style boot. I really haven't seen the wedge sole style boot. Usually you'll see like your traditional slip-on style or Red Wing type of boot with just like a regular heeled sole, rubber sole. But I decided to try these out in the shop, and I've been pretty pleasantly surprised at how well they've done working in the shop, standing on concrete all day, out on service calls, sometimes in the rain, sometimes in the mud, depending on where I'm going. So like I say, you don't see a lot of mechanics really wearing these style of boots, at least not that I've seen, but I think, I mean, they work just as well. Usually you see a lot of like the iron workers and construction workers wearing the Thorogoods, but I would say if you're a mechanic and looking for a good boot, maybe you're not happy with what you got, you're looking to switch it up, highly recommend this style boot. Now, I've kind of been all over the place with boots lately. I used to wear Red Wings. I wore them for years. Kind of started swaying away from the Red Wings just because of the price, and the quality didn't seem like it was there for me. I think a lot of guys still have good luck with the Red Wings, but I just kind of got fed up with them and decided to move on. I've tried out a few different styles, a few different brands, from Wolverine to Ariat, and Ariat was the last pair of boots that I got. I probably got like a year and 8 months actually wearing them in the shop. I still wear them from time to time. They still hold up pretty good, but I had to move on from them. I decided to try something new, so I went with the Thorogoods. I've been wanting to try a pair of Thorogoods for a long time, and I'm glad I did. So I will say I originally was looking for the mock toe version of these. This is your round toe. This is the box it came in. So we're looking at style 804 4364. It's an 8-inch top. It's a wedge sole and it's a steel toe, and they are electrical hazard rated. This is an 8.5. I usually wear about a 9. Size down a little bit on these. The 9s just seemed a little bit too loose in the toe. I wanted something a little bit snugger, and the 8.5 has fit me perfectly. So like I said, we're over a year in these things right now, and as far as wear and tear or tearing or any kind of abnormal premature wear, not experiencing anything at that point right now. Not even worn through the steel toes yet, and usually we're getting to where I could probably start seeing the steel toe wear through, but for whatever reason, these have held up pretty good. Still got plenty of leather left over top, so I haven't thought about putting toe caps on or anything like that. I've just been wearing them. I haven't washed them. I haven't oiled them. I haven't cleaned them once. This is just how they look after a year wearing these, working on diesel trucks. Really the only thing I'm starting to see is some fraying on the shoelaces, which isn't a big deal. They can be replaced. Usually I have to replace them before a year anyways, but haven't had to do that with these. One thing I was gonna watch out for wearing these in the shop is, you know, you're walking on a lot of oil, you're walking on antifreeze sometimes, grease, whatever gets on the ground before you clean it up in the middle of a job. And I didn't know if the wedge sole was going to be too slick in the shop, but I have never experienced any kind of slipping. You can see they're starting to get worn down a little bit. They say this wedge sole style sole here wears down a little bit quicker than your harder, like black rubber style sole. But I mean, it's still not bad. I still have not experienced any kind of slipping around or anything. I know a lot of guys look for the USA made boots too, and Thorogoods are still a made in USA boot. Says so right on the box. Also says Union made. So representing all the unions out there. We are a union shop. So that feels good to be in a boot that's union made, American made. It's got the American flag tag on the side that you can't see anymore because it's too dirty. And I think really the quality is there. I mean, if these were USA made and they didn't last a year, then I would be pretty upset. But the fact that they have held up this great after a year of, like, not even in the shop. I wear them home, I wear them out in the garage here, mowing the lawn, whatever I'm doing. I wear them on the weekends. If we go fishing, I throw them on down by the creek. And really, it's just a perfect all-around boot right now for everything I do. This is a steel toe. Like I said, some guys look for the composite toe nowadays. I really don't care either way if it's a composite toe or a steel toe. Composite toe, I believe, is supposed to be a little bit lighter than a steel toe, but these are a pretty light boot for an 8-inch top and a steel toe. I think the flatter sole also feels a little bit more natural, just more of a flat on my feet. I do have a high arch, and these haven't bothered my knees like any other boots that after a year they start to get a little bit worn down and compressed, and I can start to feel it on my knees a little bit, which my knees have issues anyways. So these boots kind of have helped that, I believe, because I don't experience as much knee pain or back pain at the end of the day. It seems like could all be in my head, but like, I don't feel tired at the end of the day. My feet don't feel sluggish. My legs don't feel sluggish. Even after a 12-hour day, I get home, I pull these things off and still feel pretty fresh. I don't feel like I've been standing on concrete all day for 12 hours. So I think it's just a testament to the quality of the boot. Soles, I usually wear through soles pretty quick, and these have no holes in them yet. I usually wear right here. Or over here in the heel, like on the outside, will be getting either worn through, or it'll start like deteriorating right there and it'll start to go through, but a little bit of dog here on these, but you know, that's how it goes. These have no holes in them. These soles, insoles, have held up just fine. I have no reason to replace them yet. So that's nice. I think if I was gonna get some new soles, I think you can order the Thorogood insoles off their website for replacements instead of having to go to like Rural King or Buckeye's or something and find some generic ones, which those can be pretty good quality too, but I would rather keep it the Thorogood insoles in my boots at this point, just because they've held out so good. These have darkened up quite a bit. You can see like the color of the leather right there that it came, a little bit lighter of a brown, but it didn't take long for them to darken up. The leather looks really nice actually once it gets worn in. And speaking of the leather, really no break-in period on these things. Like, I couldn't believe it. I threw them on, the leather is nice and soft right out of the box. And I was kind of worried, like, well, if it's soft now, maybe that means that it won't hold up as good. I think just in my mind, I think if you have to break in a boot, that means that the leather is probably a better quality, but maybe I'm just making that up. But the leather, like around the heels, around the tips of my feet here, where my toes bend, really no break-in. Like, I had no spots where I felt like blisters might be forming like I usually do in a pair of boots that I'm breaking in. Sometimes you got to take them off for a day and wear your old boots and then try them back after your feet recover a little bit. But these had no break-in period. Like, honestly, just right out of the box, put them on. First day wearing them at work, just felt great. So I was trying to think of some downsides to these boots, because I don't want to just only give the positive stuff. If there is any negative stuff, then everyone should know. But for me personally, I haven't experienced any negatives with these boots. After a year, I do have a little bit of wearing down on the back of the heel here. I do kind of walk like on the outsides of my feet, so that's pretty normal for all my boots, but it's not really bad. I don't foresee it being an issue down the road wearing these coming in the next second year of their life in the shop. Thorogood does have a resole program. If I wanted to send these in and get them resoled, I could. I think once these get worn out, I'll probably just get a new pair of boots. I would still like to get the mock toe version of these boots. The only reason I got the round toe is because the size I needed at the store I went to did not have this style boot in the mock toe the size I wanted. They did have a 9, but like I said, they were a little bit too loose. I didn't want to get them and risk having to wear them for over a year with them not being exactly right for me. So, but they did have the round toe, so I went with the round toe. I think, like I said, the next pair I will go with the mock toe, and down the road do a review or whatever if I get them. But the round toe seems to be holding up pretty dang good, so I've been happy with these. Like I said, I like how they look. I like how they look with some jeans on the weekends, and really honestly, probably my favorite pair of boots I've ever had. Within, like, between Red Wings, I had the Carolinas, the Ariats, all of them. I would like to give a shout out to the shop I got these from, though. If you're in the St. Louis or Metro East area, check out American Worker, downtown Belleville. I was a first-time buyer there, so I got like 10% off or something, and they threw in an extra pair of laces, which I'm gonna go grab here in a second because I want to throw them on. So if you're looking for some Thorogoods, that's where I would recommend going. They had like a whole wall full of boots, all Thorogood. If you follow me on Instagram, then like when I bought these, then you probably saw the wall of Thorogoods. That's what I was doing, was buying these boots. So hit them up for your boots and tell them Diesel Dog sent you. They don't know who I am, so you're not gonna get a discount. Maybe down the road, if they hear Diesel Dog enough, you know, maybe they'll start hooking people up and hook me up. I don't know. So give me a shout out if you go to American Worker and get you some boots. So like I said, I'm gonna give these things a little tune up here, a little 1-year tune up. Maybe we can get another year out of these bad boys. Even after a year, you can just smell the leather. I love the smell of leather boots. So we're gonna be putting in brand new laces with little American flag. That's the look right there, buddy boy. I'm not gonna go up all these eyelets right now, but you get the idea. Wrap it around there for now. Boom. Little tune-up edge on the old work boots, man. It feels pretty good. I like the American flags on there. I wish I would have put them on like right away, but I never did, and then just never got around to it. But here we are. Got them on there. American made, USA made, Union made, Thorogood work boots. Feels good. Smell that leather, baby. Oh yeah. Well guys, that's gonna do it for me on the Thorogood work boots here. If I was gonna rate it out of 5, I'd give it 5 out of 5, I guess. I mean, I don't have any complaints. Like I said, 1 year, a lot of guys don't get a year out of work boots. I usually get at least 2 years. Red Wings, I used to get almost 3 until my last pair didn't. When you pay that much for work boots, you expect to get a good long life out of them, but we're all hard on our boots, man. If you're out in the trades, you're working every day, boots don't last. People don't realize how much you pay for good boots, and you just got to replace them not too long after buying them sometimes. So thanks guys for checking this out. Stay tuned for a 2-year review on these things if I make it that far. If I don't, I'll just do a review on however long they last. If they last another 6 months and then they split or something, I'll do another review and show where they failed, or if they make it 2 years, then we'll see. I don't know. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. Back to work tomorrow in the morning, and see you guys in the next video.